Welcome, my dearest kindred. One of my greatest joys is teaching you the base and bloom method, where we begin with one beautiful foundation and transform it into endless seasonal expressions. This month, we are celebrating the beauty and bounty of June strawberry season. Today we are creating a French Strawberry Custard Tart, a crisp shortbread crust, silky vanilla pastry cream, and fresh local strawberries finished with jeweled like glaze. It is simple, elegant, and the perfect dessert to welcome summer to the tea table. Into a bowl, add almond flour for a tender crumb, arrowroot flour for structure and softness, monk fruit powdered sweetener for a smooth finish, and a pinch of sea salt to enhance every flavor. Whisk everything together until beautifully combined. Next, you will add the wet ingredients. Begin with 1 egg and a splash of pure vanilla extract. Then add cold cube grass-fed butter, or you can use coconut or palm shortening for a dairy-free option. Using cold butter, though, is one of the greatest secrets to create a beautifully crisp and delicate tart shell. Mix everything together until a soft dough forms. Then gently knead it with your hands into a lovely ball. Place the dough between two sheets of plastic wrap and shape it into a disc. Then transfer it to the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes to chill. This small step makes the biggest difference to create an easy dough to roll and transfer into your tart shells. Once chilled, roll the dough large enough to fit a 9-inch tart pan, allowing extra room around the edges. Lightly grease your tart pan with grass-fed butter or coconut oil. Then gently flip the dough into the pan and carefully press it into the edges. Remove any excess dough and smooth the edges with your fingers so everything looks elegant and refined. Then take a large fork and gently prick the bottom of the crust. This helps the tart bake evenly and prevents it from puffing during baking. Bake until lightly golden, rotating the pan halfway through for the most even bake. As the tart shell bakes, you can prepare our simple strawberry glaze. This strawberry glaze is intentionally effortless because I believe beautiful desserts do not need to be complicated. Simply strain strawberry jam through a fine mesh sieve to remove any pieces of berry. Then add a splash of warm water until it transforms into a beautiful, effortless, glossy glaze. Now for my favorite layer, the Silky French pastry cream. This recipe is found inside Module 6, Lesson 1 of the Academy inside the frosting and filling section. If you prepared it ahead of time, it may have firmed up slightly in the refrigerator, which is completely normal. Simply whip it with electric hand mixer or better yet, an immersion blender until it becomes silky smooth once again. Once your tart shell has completely cooled, pour the pastry cream into the center and gently smooth it into one even layer. And now comes the beauty of June itself, fresh strawberries. I gathered these from my local farmer's market. While they are perfectly in season, and truly nothing compares to the sweetness of freshly picked June strawberries. Simply slice them in half or thin slices and begin layering them in an overlapping circle around the tart, creating a beautiful pattern that feels both effortless and elegant. Finally, using a pastry brush, gently glaze the strawberries to create a gorgeous jewel-like finish. And just like that, something so simple becomes extraordinary. This is the heart behind the Base and Bloom method. One crust, one filling, one season, endless expressions of beauty. June reminds us to slow down, gather what is growing around us, and create small moments of beauty that nourish both body and soul. May this tart inspire you to visit your local farmer's market, gather a basket of fresh strawberries, and create something beautiful for the people you love. Because sometimes the most beautiful, meaningful traditions begin with something as simple as a strawberry tart shared around the tea table. Happy June, my kindred, and may beauty always bloom in your kitchen.